So let's talk about testosterone and depression, Janet.
Well, one of the things I think that people forget is, and we're calling this a drug, but it's really a natural hormone. It's natural to our body. So we're replacing a natural hormone in our body that helps us to sleep better and increase our mood. And as we age and have less hormones, we start seeing depression, anxiety, and having sleep difficulties. So if we can get people sleeping again and increase their mood because they feel better, they have more oxygen in their muscles and they're building more muscles and they're sleeping better, their mood increases and their depression decreases. And there's other things like becoming more active, and how we measure that is really hard. But if you think of all the neurotransmitters and all the things that are going on in our body every day, if you've slept better and your mood is better and you feel like doing things, then your depression seems to go away for most people.
Well, that's absolutely the case. And testosterone is a game changer for depression. I think it's always interesting how, we don't ask the right questions a lot of times in healthcare. Oh, well, I'm 45 years old and my cycles started becoming irregular. I'm talking as a woman. And all of a sudden I'm depressed. Oh, well, you must lack Prozac. So let's prescribe you Prozac or Zoloft or Effexor, whatever. And the reality of it is that you have a hormone imbalance. So why don't we fix the hormone imbalance instead of prescribing some drug with nasty side effects that can make problems worse? Let's talk about some of those antidepressant drugs, Zoloft, the SSRIs like Zoloft, Prozac, Celexa. What are some of their side effects? Sexual side effects, decreased libido, decreased sexual performance, lethargy, tired, having problems with orgasm, all kinds of sexual dysfunction issues with those antidepressants. So actually, sometimes you're making some of those problems worse. Let's fix the problem, which is a hormone imbalance. You don't lack some antidepressant drug.
Well, that's the case a lot of times as we are going through perimenopause and menopause, is that it's not necessarily a ongoing depression issue. Most of the time, it's a lack of sleep and energy that's caused by the lack of hormones that our body can't produce anymore. And as a woman, when you start having these ups and downs between your hormones being produced by your ovaries and then stopping, it's kind of an up and down thing. And so if we can get people feeling better by just replacing what their body would naturally make, that keeps them off of prescription medications that have long-term side effects and also implications. I mean, one of the things that we forget about is once we go on something, it's not easy to take somebody off an antidepressant. And a lot of times we think, well, this is going to fix the problem. Well, we're not fixing a problem. We're just putting a Band-Aid on, and we're asking you to tolerate other side effects from the medication. And really, if you look at divorce rates and problems with intimacy and relationships, when people start having all these big changes in their life, I mean, this can be a game changer for a family. And if you can get mom feeling better or a lady feeling better in her home, she feels better at work, she feels better with her friends, her family, and of course, her intimate relationships with her spouse.
And let's talk about sleep. Sleep it trumps everything.
Yes.
So it is so important. If you're not sleeping, you're not going to, recover. You're not going to get better overall, whether it be mental health or whether it be physical health. And a lot of times what we see is if you're having sleeping problems, you don't lack some drug that you need for insomnia that cause horrible side effects and can be addictive. Many times it can be a hormone imbalance. Now, there's lots of other issues going on, whether it be your diet or whether it be your exercise or lack of exercise pattern. But the important thing is that, we were created to be able to sleep and sleep at night.
Right.
And if we're not doing that, we don't need some fancy drug to help us sleep. There's something else going on, and you'll feel a lot better when you get your sleep pattern fixed naturally rather than using some drug to overcome that. And many times it can be a hormone issue.
Right.
And testosterone, along with other hormones, can help to help us so we can sleep.